Hello. Hello there. Hello. 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 You can use the chat on the right hand side. Hello. I can see Amrita. Amrita, please use the chat on the right hand side. Can you hear me? If you can hear, please send a message on the chat. Okay, you can hear me loud and clear. I'm waiting for the other two guys to join the chat. Only Amrita has joined. Amrita, I'm just waiting for Kaushik and Kukusat to join. Kaushik, please say something on the chat on the right-hand side. Okay, I think
आज हो रहा है मीटिंग. हाँ, आज मीटिंग हो रहा था कि उम्मीद है कि कल तक आ जाएगा. हाँ.
okay, Kuku sir, I can see you. I have put you on mute. Okay, since I'm the speaker, I'd like to speak, and up to you guys to listen to me. And Amrit is also there. I can't see Kaushik. I don't know why, but you know he can see me apparently, but maybe he's not on the chat. Okay, so there is a chat on the right hand side through which you will ask questions when I ask you to ask questions. Okay, so what I'll do right now is I will start my presentation. I will start my presentation, and okay, I have put all three of you on mute right now because otherwise the sound is very disturbing. So I think we are good to go. What I'll do right now is I will start a small slide deck, and I'll walk you through a couple of slides, and then I'll stop and I'll see if you can, if you have any questions. For the questions, please use the chat box on the right. I can also allow you to talk, but currently I am not using it because of bandwidth issues. Okay, looks good. Thanks. I can see Kaushik's thumbs up. Okay, now I'll do something called a screen share, which all of you know. Okay, first let me start this. So right now I'm going to talk about quantum computers, and this is the same slide deck which I used when I was in Bangalore, and I've kept the WhatsApp chat line open for Kaushik to send me any messages if he wants to. Okay. So what are quantum computers? In this short presentation, we are going to talk about what and why of quantum computers, how is data represented, the operations on the data. The demo is something that we'll not do today. Maybe in a subsequent thing, we'll do the demo, and then we'll do the way forward. So to take a quick background, what is quantum computing? It represents the marriage of two great scientific undertakings of the 20th century, namely quantum physics and digital computing. In quantum physics, of course, has been the big thing in the world of physics. It happened in the early part of the 20th century in Europe, and it really revolutionized many things. And after that, the computing happened. It was the second half of the 20th century where many more things happened. And we have to first understand what is a quantum computer. So normally, normal computers work on the principles of physics, where you have a 0 and a 1 binary numbers. But then you have quantum computers where it is based on quantum mechanics. And Richard Feynman says that nobody understands quantum mechanics. Okay, I'm going to stop here for a few minutes. Then I'm going to ask you whether you have really understood anything at all or not. Okay, so I'm back in my, we're waiting for your questions. First question is, did you see the screen clearly? You can answer me on the chat on the right hand side. Could you see the screen clearly, the three or three slides? Okay, good. Could you hear my voice clearly? And was there any issue? I mean, I'm trying to figure out, because the rest of the slide deck will go just like this. Voice and image both very clear. Okay, and I am broadcasting from my home, which is not a very high bandwidth area. So I have a usual 2 Mbps broadband line out here, and you guys are in this place. Kaushik is facing some issues. I have muted Kaushik because his sound was coming screeching. Okay, he's back again. Yeah. So I think this could happen, but basically we are riding on the basic YouTube infrastructure, and there is nothing more required. As you saw, there is no Hangout, no software, nothing to download, and I just want to check out a few more things. There is something called point to a drive. So I'll just see what this means. I'll just see what happens out here. Shared with me. Files to share with me. No, this is not very useful. If I wanted to share a file with you, I could have done that from my drive. But otherwise, this is what it looks like. There is this chat we are using. There is something called a cameraman, which I'm not sure what it does. Cameraman, has there been any change in the image? Load something called cameraman. Okay. So I don't think it's any useful. Okay. So about this is it, Bas. I mean, there's nothing much. If you have a slide deck, you can walk through it. You can hear my voice, and any screen can be shown. Now it all depends on how clearly you guys can see me, and whether this is useful. If this thing works, in which case we can also try this with Bangalore once. I am unmuting each one of Kuku on for some time to see how his voice listens to us. Okay. Kuku sir, can you talk?
Yeah. Now can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you right now. Yeah, I can hear you quite well.
I had to unmute myself. I think you were not being able to unmute me.
Right. Yeah. You had to unmute. I was trying to unmute you, but I couldn't unmute you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think once you are on mute, maybe the other person has to, the speaker has to unmute.
Right.
So could we try that with Kaushik as well?
I'll try to unmute him. Let me see what happens. No, I think he has muted himself also.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you. Kaushik, I can hear you.
Yeah, I had muted my microphone so that it doesn't make noise.
Actually, you should. It's causing a lot of echo. Yeah, actually, this is exactly what happens if you don't have a earphone. There's a huge echo building up, and it works that way. Yeah.
So I'm on the earphone, but I can hear a sound from Kuku sir's machine next.
This is the feedback echo which happens. Because if a speaker and a microphone are in the same vicinity of each other, the microphone picks up the speaker and the echo starts building up.
So probably everybody will have to use a microphone.
Yeah. Or what I can do is I can mute all of you guys. Okay. So what I can do is I'll mute each of you, and then you can do whatever you want. It won't disturb me. Okay. So I'm ending this today. Okay. We'll see. The next thing would be, if we can get somebody like PD to make a broadcast to Bangalore. The thing is, we need to understand that you need 1 day's advance notice to set up this service. Okay, so if you have a Gmail ID, you have to apply for this live broadcast, permission, and it takes about a day for it. For me, it took 1 day to come back. Okay, so if you have to plan for something, you have to first need to start a day early, and once you have got the license, of course, after that you can broadcast anytime that you want. Okay, so that's the only other thing. Yeah, we need to put pressure on the bandwidth to check if it's adequate for the class. Yes, that is of course true. I mean, the entire class in Bangalore with 30 people there. We have to see how that works. We'll have to see, of course. That is of course true. Okay, boss. I think I'll hang up now. I think there's nothing further to be tested right now. We'll discuss this tomorrow, and then we'll see how to take it forward. Thanks, guys. Bye.